Some of you will remember our story in May 2016 covering the brutal murder of Nataliya Shal. On Sunday, May 8th at 9:44 p.m., an officer was dispatched at 305 West Baker, Lake of Madera, for a welfare concern. The caller in this case is a truck driver who stated he was out of state and had not heard from his wife, which was unusual. Upon arrival, the officer looked through a window and observed the lifeless body of 50-year-old Baytown woman, Nataliya Shal. The officer had made forced entry into the locked apartment and discovered Shal had been brutally murdered. Today, a press conference was held at the Baytown Police Department announcing the case has been resolved.
We pushed that photo out to the public in hopes of developing a lead. We also recovered substantial DNA evidence from the crime scene, which was submitted to the DPS lab to be entered into CODIS for comparison. In June of this year, we submitted that same DNA evidence to the DPS CODIS lab to have it tested for any familial links to persons currently in custody. This is commonly referred to as familial DNA testing. As a result of that testing on November 28th of this year, our detectives were able to identify a person of interest in the case as 29-year-old Byron Collins of Baytown. Our detectives conducted surveillance of Mr. Collins and were able to obtain a source sample of his DNA, which was sent to the Harris County Institute of Forensic Science to be compared to the DNA evidence recovered from our crime scene. On December 18th, we learned from the Harris County Institute of Forensic Science that this DNA sample matched the DNA left at the crime scene by the suspect, identifying Mr. Collins as our suspect. On Friday, December 22nd, just before Christmas, our detectives located Mr. Collins in the same complex where the murder took place, and he was brought in for questioning. Later that evening, our detectives consulted with the Harris County District Attorney's Office Special Crimes Bureau, who have been working very closely with our detectives throughout the duration of this case. After that consultation, charges of capital murder were accepted and filed on Mr. Collins, and he is currently being held in the Harris County Jail without bail. The detectives of the Baytown Police Department, the prosecutors of the Harris County District Attorney's Office, the staff of the DPS CODIS Lab, and the Harris County Institute of Forensic Science are all equally committed in working together in the pursuit of justice for our victims and their families. That is my prepared statement. At this time, I'm going to let Mr. Perez come to the podium and say a few words. After that, we'll take a few questions.
The arrest of Byron Lloyd Collins, Jr. is a result of a coordinated effort between the Baytown Police Department and prosecutors of Harris County District Attorney K-Mogg's office. I cannot say enough about the working relationship between the Baytown Police Department and all those other agencies Lieutenant Doris just mentioned, and the Harris County District Attorney's Office in keeping this investigation progressing and keeping the public safe.
I need to add that Lieutenant Doris also said, upon learning Mr. Collins' DNA was a match to the DNA found at the crime scene, there wasn't a dry eye among the detectives in his office. He also stated that the husband of Nataliya said this was the best Christmas gift ever.